All right, guys, we are here. This is the Grind Entrepreneur Network Spotlight. I am Dr. Sharon, host and creator, and I have a wonderful, wonderful guest right here with us this evening. We had a little challenge, but we are here and we are ready. And so I have Terrilyn, Dr. R.C. Rivers Cannon. I'm so excited to have her. She is a social worker, a school social worker in the Atlanta public school system. She's also the founder and CEO of her own organization that she's going to talk to us about this evening. Dr. R.C., how are you?
I am well, Dr. Sharon. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And so I gave just a brief background for you, but I want you to take this opportunity to share a little more about who Dr. R.C. is.
Oh gosh, who is Dr. R.C.? I've never really spoken about myself, so this will be a first for me. Dr. R.C. is a country girl, and I will say that humbly because I'm originally from Savannah, Georgia, born and raised there. My parents are grounded there as well. Grandparents, whole family is from Savannah, Georgia. I traveled a bit after graduating high school, went to Voorhees College in Denmark, South Carolina. Then after that, had the opportunity to attend Florida State to get my master's degree in social work. After that, went on to receive my doctorate degree, as well as a specialist in educational leadership also. Throughout this time, I've faced quite a few adversities, but I like to call them stumbling blocks, if you will, that my uncle says have made me stronger and wiser throughout the time that these adversities that I have gone through, and I thank God for each and every one of them. I also am so ever thankful for my family and that foundation also. And I say that because family is so very important. And I speak about God a lot because without him, I could have done nothing or none of the things that I'm able to do. And more importantly, additionally with that, I'm ever thankful for my aunt, K.A.T.I.E. And we're going to talk about that, I'm sure, a little bit more on my root, my foundation. And I keep her here with me, as some may be able to see. I have a picture here with me as I sit in my office because she is very close and near to my heart. And going back to my family, they are such great supporters of everything that I do. Whenever I call upon them, they are my rock. Whenever I ask anything of them, they are right there encouraging me every step of the way. And also my husband, I'm thankful for him also, because each and every time I put out an idea about something, he is right there with me. He's a retired military man, and I'll have to chuckle about that because he's always saying, well, what is the action plan? Let's do our backwards planning before we make our next step. So, kisses and hugs to him for that also.
I love that. And first of all, I love my entrepreneurs, my educators who have stepped out and done something entrepreneurially. And so you fit that bill. And so I really would like to start out talking about your work as an educator, a school social worker. That is heart work. Is what you do. And so I would be remiss if I did not allow you an opportunity to just talk about your start in social work. And your aunt is actually, you said she was also a school social worker. So please talk about that, Dr. R.C., just a little bit about your start and what services you provide in this role.
The services that I provide in this role, I work with inner city students. And anytime you think about inner city students, you think of a lot of transient students. And in the area in Atlanta that we work in, we definitely do see that. We see a lot of homeless students. Our students face a lot of adversities with child abuse, not understanding a lot of the processes that they need even as far as graduating from high school, we see our kids that are getting into that gang effect or that gang sense or mentality, if you will, but getting them to really understand what it is that you can go the next steps. You can go that extra mile. Just because you are in one place, it does not mean that you have to stay in that same place. We have children that are becoming adults in elementary school. For example, on an average, I'm servicing about 2,500 kids per year on an average. Right now in the state of Georgia, for one social worker, we are numbered at 22,475 per one social worker, which is really unheard of. And I know when you look outside of Georgia, some other states are facing the same thing, but just staying within the state of Georgia to provide the services adequately that we really need to provide, that is quite a bit. Because when we're looking at kids that are homeless, when we're looking at kids that are facing that opiates and mental health, things of that nature, when we're looking at kids that are facing things like the LGBTQ adversities as well, and getting them to understand those processes and how to handle those things, it's hard enough for adults to go through that process and understand that. So as a child, and getting them to filter through those things, that's a double or triple layer on that process as well. So just finding those resources that they will need as well, because a lot of times, additionally, when those children are facing those things, we're looking at them not only staying with their parents, but extended family members as well. We face things where they're staying with grandparents. And when we say grandparents, we're not talking about traditional grandparents. We're speaking of grandparents that may be in their 30s or 40s. So we're talking about young people that are labeled as grandparents as well.
Wow. And so that really leads me now to K.A.T.I.E, Caring Actions Toward Inspiring Eagles. How long have you founded this organization? And please take us through what this organization's mission and vision is.
It really started in 2012. And it started because I saw a lot of things that needed to be done. And when I say a lot of things that needed to be done, it came from the idea of me running for a school board office. And when I did that, I was speaking with my family members and some of my sorority sisters as well to say, hey, I want to step out here and make a change. So in making that change, of course, you have to have a platform. So in making that platform, it took me back to my auntie K.A.T.I.E, and all the things that she instilled in me about making a change, stepping out there, and not being afraid to step out there, and continuing to move forward. So when I thought about those things, and I wanted to bring her with me all the way, as I always do. So in doing that, I wanted to utilize something with her name in it. And that's how K.A.T.I.E came about, along with my platform for running for a school board office. Now, I did not win the school board office, but it did not stop me from getting the word out there. I really feel that I did make great gains and grounds, and it did provide me with a lot of education and knowledge also. And it provided me with an opportunity to network and allow others to know that as a school social worker, we don't lie dormant and not have our voices heard as well. I think that she always knew what was there inside of me before I did, even though I would tell her as I sat with her many years and times during her time here with us that, this is not for me, but she would always tell me, no, this is what you need to be doing. So as we can see, she won. As she's looking down on me, she won out. And I continue to do that through the work that I do continuously now. The ultimate goal for K.A.T.I.E is that this summer, my plan is to give out a scholarship. And that scholarship will be for a young person that is interested in going to school to pursue a degree in social work. That is the end goal for K.A.T.I.E, with continuing to do public speaking as well.
I love that. Oh my goodness. And so how do you collect funds at this time? How are you soliciting to to fund this organization?
It is going to be through my website, which the official launch will be on Christmas. And the reason that it's going to be this Christmas is that would be an anniversary of her death. Actually, this past year made 22 years, which is a very significant number, that she has been deceased. Wow. So I want to do an official launch of the website this Christmas. She died on Christmas Day. So that will be my official launch of the website. And it will be through that website that I'll be soliciting funds for that first scholarship.
Oh, wow. I love that. And so is this for students in Atlanta public schools?
It won't be for students in Atlanta public schools. It will be for college students going for social work. That is going to be for the first one. Now, it will expand as time goes on, but being that it's going to be my first one, I want to, start off small and then expand it. But, when God has his way, I'm going to follow in that path, because who knows, it may be larger than I anticipate. And I'm always open for whichever way he leads me.
And I guess I wasn't clear with the question, but so those students that are going to college and majoring in school social work, would they have to come from Atlanta public schools, or is it open to any individual who will be pursuing that?
It's going to be open. It's going to be open.
That is so amazing. And so I really, the significance that you've shared, with it been 22 years since she's left, and on Christmas Day, so that will be your launch. How do you plan to, and like you said, it may get even larger than what you can even imagine with this K.A.T.I.E. Do you see yourself partnering with other organizations as you move along and as you develop and grow this organization?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I wanted to spread out and bring others in, because I think it's vitally important, even for myself. And I'll be a little bit transparent here. I was a teen mother who everyone said to me that I'm not supposed to be where I am right now. Even during the time that I was obtaining my master's degree, I had even professors to tell me that you're not going to make it through this program. But instead of using that in a way to say, allow it to put me in a depressive mode, so to speak, I refuse to do that, because that's something that not only she did, my family members did also. And that strong background and foundation helped me along the way, just continuously giving me that fight and determination and that will to move on, to let nothing stand in my way and to stop me. And each student that crosses my path, I let them know that you're not going to let anything step in your way. Because as long as you're coming through my door and speaking with me, you're going to make it. Now, you may not go to college, but think about what it is that's your true love and what it is that you want to do. Because college is not a cutout or design for every student. And we must be real about that. But the reality is that there is a cutout and a mold for each and every one of us. And I want them to realize that where you are now, as I said earlier, that does not mean that you have to end up in that place. Oh. All you have to do is reach for the stars and go for it.
Absolutely. And so you are also the host of Dare to Soar. That comes on Saturdays from 10 to 11. Talk a little bit about that platform.
That platform, once again, it's about enlightening and inspiring and encouraging. Those are things that I pray that I will always continue to do. And that's what that's about. I bring topics to the table that will provide information to my listeners, such things as human trafficking. I want to bring things about my field, also about the social work field, providing information to them about things on that nature. I have provided about mental health issues of concern. And when I'm talking with my listeners, I always want to let them know that, yes, I'm in this field and I have background in this field, but I'm giving you things that are research-based And then when I'm bringing speakers on there also, these are individuals that have an expertise in this area also, that have knowledge about it. And that please feel free and welcome to look up the information that's being shared with them also, because it's all reality based. We need to be aware as to what's going on in society right now, so that, you know, it's like each one teach one. When we're able to do that, then we're all able to have the knowledge that's needed for us to move forward and enlighten someone else.
And you know, we and I know that through the sorority, service is everything. And so it doesn't surprise me when I hear this, you know, and you're a social worker, you have K.A.T.I.E, and all the reasons that you are really pushing for this organization, and will be soliciting donations, because I think that's important for the viewers to understand. This is a new organization. You're launching Christmas Day 2018, and you're providing a scholarship. And I would imagine that the amount of your donation will determine the amount of the scholarship.
Absolutely.
So we want to keep that in mind. And so what would you say to those individuals out there? Because we have Christmas 1 week away from the new year, and people are looking to give that last week to get their last charitable donations in. What would you say to those individuals out there as to why they should donate to K.A.T.I.E?
They should donate to K.A.T.I.E because it's going to empower a young person to be able to move forward and encourage them that this is not your last stop. Because when you think about social work and the services that it provides, when you think about a child that is homeless, when you think about a child that may be in an abusive situation, those are the things that we're working towards. And when we think about the area of school social work, those are the things that we do. When we think about a child who may have not eaten, when we think about a child who may be facing a domestic violence situation or witnessing that, those are the reasons that you want to give to K.A.T.I.E. Because each time you give to the area of social work, that is someone who's being able to go in this field and work towards accomplishing the goal to be able to assist a child or even a family member. It's even an adult. Because when you help a child, you're helping that family as well and encouraging them. Because when they're able to see that their child is being empowered, that's going to encourage that adult who's able to get out of a situation or not able to get out of a situation that they could not see themselves moving past. That's going to give them that desire and encouragement to be able to move past that situation. And that's why you should give to K.A.T.I.E.
And you know, I love this because it's reaching back, and it's also paying it forward. It's both of those things. You know, through this scholarship, you are undoubtedly planting that seed and helping the next person that's going to come and do the work that you're doing now. And
absolutely.
I just gave myself chills saying that. But that is so important, because you are planting that seed now. And I just truly believe that this is going to flourish, and it is going to be bigger than you can ever imagine, because your heart is in it and the need is there. And so I just applaud you on your efforts for, first of all, your profession as a school social worker, and now, you know, really implementing this nonprofit organization to, again, reach back and pay it forward. So I applaud you.
Thank you.
So where can individuals follow you or connect with you so that they can stay abreast of these updates? So when that website launches on Christmas Day 2018, they will be able to pour into you and provide some donations to this organization. How can they connect with you?
Well, right now they can connect with me through my email, which is katie.8.1942@gmail.com. That's the best way to connect with me. And also, please listen to my podcast on Dare to Soar every Saturday morning. I put something out every Friday evening for individuals to tune in. It's on the BBM Global Network. I'm always encouraging individuals to listen to it, to listen to the topics of discussion. And that's how you can reach out and connect with me.
Awesome. And we will definitely put the link to the podcast with your information. So Dr. RC, I'm just so honored and just so excited that you were a part of this tonight. I didn't even realize all of it, the behind the scenes and all the back. I didn't even realize that, but it is just so powerful and so impactful, the work that you're doing. So I'm just honored that you were here tonight to share this information.
Well, I certainly appreciate you providing me with an opportunity to share. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Guys, I tell you, just another wonderful spotlight tonight with Dr. Terrilyn. RC, I love saying that, Dr. RC Rivers Cannon, really with the nonprofit organization K.A.T.I.E that's going to launch Christmas Day. You want to stay tuned for that. And I can definitely see a movement, Dr. RC. Social workers, educators, I can see it. And so it's coming your way. And so I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. And viewers, thank you, those of you who are watching us live, and also those of you who are going to catch this replay. We want to definitely stay connected to Dr. RC. I'm Dr. Sharon, host and creator of the Grind Entrepreneur Network Spotlight, where we feature entrepreneurs on their grind. And tonight, it was no different. Dr. RC with her nonprofit organization, K.A.T.I.E. So thank you guys and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.